Dear students, today I am going to start part 4 of Unit 1 Solid State. After studying part 4, you will be able to describe the imperfections, that is defect in the solids, and their effects on the properties of these solids. This is the most important topic of Unit 1. After completing this lecture, you are able to solve the questions on imperfections in solids. Now, imperfections, also known as defect in solid. According to third law of thermodynamics, the entropy of crystalline substance is 0 at 0 Kelvin, that is absolute temperature. As you know that entropy is measure of randomness and the systematic arrangement exists only at 0 Kelvin or minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. But as the temperature increases, the vibrational motion in the solid state get disturbed, due to which some effect on the arrangements are seen, that are known as defect. Now you can define the defect as any deviation from completely ordered arrangement of constituent particles. Particles may be atoms, ions or molecules in a crystal is called crystal defect, imperfections, or simply you can say defect. Basically, the defect here, which you have to know that, are of two types, namely point defect and line defect. In this chapter, you have to only focus on point defect. Now, the line defect, also known as dislocation defect, are the irregularities, or you can say deviation from the ideal arrangement in the entire row of lattice point. Only you have to know this point about the line defect. Here the entire rows are missing, that's why the defect is known as line defect. Next, point defect, which you have to study thoroughly in this chapter. Point defects are irregularities or deviations from ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline solid. Now we will study about the point defect. Again you have to define the point defect. Point defects are irregularities or deviations from the ideal arrangement around a point or an atom in a crystalline substance. The defect may arise due to heat absorbed by the crystals from surroundings or due to presence of impurities in the crystal. Just like we can take example of ourselves. If we are sitting near to dead person, who have high fever, if our body touch to that person, some heat also from that body enter into our body. That may create some defect in your body. Either you are taken food from any other shop, which may be defected. If you eat that food in that condition, you entered impurity in your body. It also cause a defect. Now focus on the diagram. In that diagram, 4 points are shown. One vacancy, that means atoms are missing. One interstitial impurity. In the crystal, there are voids are present. If any other atoms insert into the voids, they also cause impurity. One substitutional impurity. Here, atom replace other atom. Just happen in the alloy. One more condition may be arises, self-interstitial. That means the atoms or particles leave their place and come into the voids. These are the basic examples of impurity defect. Now we have to focus the type of point defect. First, stoichiometric defect. Second, impurity defect. Third, non-stoichiometric defect. Now starting from first point defect, that is known as stoichiometric defect. It is also known as intrinsic defect or thermodynamic defect. Here stoichiometric means these point defect do not disturb the stoichiometric of the solid. For example, if a compound of NaCl is made up of 6 Na plus and 6 Cl minus, the ratio is 1:1. but after defect one Na plus and one Cl minus is missing. Now the defect take place, but the still ratio is 1:1. So that's why there is stoichiometry is same. One more heading, intrinsic. Here the defect take place itself without taking anything from outside. That's why it is known as intrinsic defect. One more name are given to this defect, thermodynamic defect. Thermo means heat. Here the defect arises due to temperature. That's why this defect is also known as stoichiometric defect. These point defects are categorized in 4 parts: vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect and Schottky defect. Vacancy defect and interstitial defect are more common in atoms and molecules, but Frankel and Schottky defect basically belong to ionic solid. One more thing you have to know, they also obey the law of constant proportion. That means the ratio is always fixed. Now look the diagram to understand the vacancy defect and interstitial defect. Here atoms are missing from their place in vacancy defect. So that's why the defect is known as vacancy. Here some space are left due to missing of atoms. That's why the defect is called vacancy defect. In second defect, interstitial defect, atom insert into the voids, and the voids is also known as interstitial site. That's why this defect is known as interstitial defect. One more thing you have to know, that in vacancy defect, as the atom is missing, that's why density decreases. But in interstitial defect, atoms are inserted into the voids. That's why mass is increases and hence density increases. In vacancy defect, density always decreases, but in interstitial defect, density always increases. Now we have to focus two main defect in ionic solid, Frankel defect and Schottky defect. So now Frankel defect, it is also known as dislocation defect or vacancy interstitial defect. This defect is example of vacancy and interstitial defect. That's why it is named vacancy and interstitial defect. Now you know that cations, that is smaller in ions, is dislocated from its normal site, that is from lattice point, to an interstitial site, that is in the voids. That's why it creates a vacancy defect at its original site from where it belongs, and interstitial defect at its new location. In Frankel defect, atoms leave from their place, create vacancy and insert into the voids. That creates interstitial defect. Frankel defect is shown by ionic substance in which there is a difference, that is large difference in the size of ions and low coordination number. The common examples are silver halides, AgCl, AgBr, AgI and ZnS. These examples you have to learn. So one question maybe arises, which type of ionic solid show the Frankel defect? So your answer is the ionic solid in which large differences in the size of ions show the Frankel defect. Now one more question arises here. If Frankel defect are not found in the pure alkali metal halide, so the reason is cations of large size that do not fit into the voids. That's why Frankel defect are not shown in alkali metals halide. Look the diagram. One square is shown to you. This square is the place of cations. Here vacancy is created and the cations move to the another side in the voids. Now the consequence of Frankel defect, the density of solid is unchanged. Reason, cations do not leave their crystal lattice, it only change their position. That's why density is unchanged. So this you have to learn that in Frankel defect density never change. Now second consequence is, due to the presence of holes, stability of the crystal decreases. To this point you have to learn about the Frankel defect. Now Schottky defect, it is also known as a vacancy defect. Here equal number of cations and anions are missing from their lattice side, that is lattice point, so that electrical neutrality is maintained. It is shown by ionic substances in which the cations and anions are of almost similar sizes. Schottky defect common in ionic solid with high coordination number. The common examples are alkali metal halides such as NaCl, KCl, CSCl and AgBr. Here AgBr is common to both type of defect, Frankel and Schottky. This you have to learn. Now look the diagram. Here two cations and two anions are missing. That's create a vacancy only. No cations or anions insert into the voids. So this is a common example of vacancy defect. Now consequences of Schottky defect. As the number of ions decreases, the volume is same, so the density decreases due to decrease in mass. Next consequences, due to presence of holes, the stability or lattice enthalpy or energy of the crystal decreases. Here one note is given to you. AgBr is a compound in which both Schottky and Frankel defect are found because AgBr is highly ionic, but there is a great difference in the size of Ag plus and Ag plus and Br minus. That's why Schottky defect and Frankel defect both are shown by AgBr. Now again look the diagram to understand Schottky defect and Frankel defect properly. Here two type of spheres are shown to you, blue color sphere and red color sphere. So look in Schottky defect, at one point red color spheres are missing and other points blue color sphere are missing. Here equal number of spheres are missing. That's why this shows the Schottky defect and decreases the density. In second diagram, Frankel defect, cations in the interstitial hole. Look, the blue sphere, which is small in size, move their place and fix into the interstitial voids. Here two type of defect are generated. At one place vacancy defect and at other place interstitial defect, but here density is unchanged. Now the second point defect is impurity defect. As the name indicate impurity, that means anything come from the outside, that are known as foreign particles. In case of ionic solid, the impurities are introduced by adding impurities of ions. If the impurities ions are in a different oxidation state from that of the host ions, vacancies are created. Let us take one example to understand you. If molten NaCl containing a little amount of SrCl2 as impurity is crystallized, so some of the sides of Na plus ion are occupied by Sr2 plus, as Sr in 2 plus charge and Na plus 1 charge. That's why each Sr2 plus replaces 2 Na plus ions to maintain the electrical neutrality. It occupies the site of one ion and the other site remains vacant. The cationic vacancies thus produced are equal in number to that of Sr2 plus ion introduced. Look the diagram. Na plus crystals are there. Here Sr2 plus are introduced. So one Na plus vacancy are shown here. So this is also type of vacancy defect which are produced by adding some foreign particles. That's why the defect is known as impurity defect. Another similar examples in the solid solution of CdCl2 and AgCl you can take to learn impurity defect. Now third point defect is non-stoichiometric defect. As the name indicate, non-stoichiometric. Here the ratio are different. These are basically belong to D block elements and their compound. That's why they sometimes also known as transition defect. Here the number of positive and negative ions are not exactly in the ratio as indicated by their formula. Here, to maintain the electrical neutrality, the compound achieved electrical neutrality by acquiring either extra electron or extra positive charge from the surrounding. They do not obey the law of constant proportions. Some common examples are given to you: copper 1.6, selenium 1, TiO, here O is 1.7 to 1.8, Fe 0.95, O, it should be 1:1, but here the iron is 0.95. That's why the defect is non-stoichiometric defect. Nickel 0.98 and oxygen 1. These are the common examples of non-stoichiometric defect. Here the electrical neutrality is maintained either by positive charge, either by extra electron from surrounding. Non-stoichiometric defect are of following types. First, metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. It is also known as non-metal deficient defect. Second, metal excess defect due to presence of extra cations in the interstitial sites. Third, metal deficiency defect, or you can also say non-metal excess defect. Now first defect of non-stoichiometric, metal excess defect due to anionic vacancies. It produces an electron center that is known as F center. Look the diagram. One electron is shown in the vacant place of negative ions. To these electrons, these crystals are colorful and the center is known as F center. Now, this defect arises when an ion is missing from its lattice site, creating a hole, and this hole is occupied by an electron to maintain electrical neutrality of the crystal. The trapped electrons are called F centers or color center because they are responsible for imparting color to the crystal. F center contribute color and paramagnetic nature of the crystal. Para indicate unpaired electrons and diamagnetic indicate paired electrons. Here the electrons are unpaired, that's why this is also paramagnetic in nature. Here F stand for German word Farbe, that meaning colors. That's why this center is known as F center or color center. Some examples are given here. They impart color yellow to the crystal of NaCl. If one question arises, why the color of NaCl is yellow, to write the answer in the term of F center. Some more examples are given here. Similarly, excess of lithium makes LiCl crystal pink, and excess of potassium makes KCl crystal violet or lilac. Second, metal excess defect due to presence of extra cations at interstitial sites. Common examples for this defect is ZNO. It is white in color at room temperature, but on heating it loses oxygen and turns yellow due to presence of electron in the interstitial voids. To look the reaction, ZNO when heated, Zn2 plus become yellow, leaving 2 electrons. These electrons are trapped in the voids, and the cations are also inserted into the voids. This you can understand by looking the diagram. Now there is excess of zinc in the crystal, and its formula become Zn1 plus XO. The excess Zn2 plus ion move to the interstitial sites, which are shown in the figure by taking example of AB, and the electrons to the neighboring interstitial site. This defect is similar to Frankel defect and is found in crystals having Frankel defect. Just like a Frankel defect, cations move into the interstitial sites. This trapping electrons provide color to ZNO. Third, metal deficiency defect. As the name indicate, here the deficiency of metal charges are balanced by cation having high charges. Now you have to know about this defect. There are many solids which are difficult to prepare in the stoichiometric composition and contain less amount of metal as compared to stoichiometric proportions. This defect occurs when metals show variable valency, as in compound of transition element. It occurs due to missing of a cation with higher charges. For example, +2 instead of +1 in the adjacent site. A typical example of this type of defect is FeO. Transition metal exhibit this defect, which is mostly found with a composition of Fe 0.95O. It may actually range from 0.93 O to 0.96O. In crystal of FeO, some Fe2 plus ions are missing, and the loss of positive charge is made up of by the presence of required number of Fe3 plus ion. For example, if 3 Fe2 plus ions is missing, that is balanced by 2 Fe3 plus ions. Now the charge are balanced, but metals are less. That's why the defect is known as metal deficiency defect. It also generates a cationic vacancy. Now, after thorough study of imperfections, you are able to solve some questions related to these defects, as it is most important topics. So one questions are arises from this topic. Which type of questions and how to write the answer are given here. Question number 1. Which stoichiometric defect does not change the density of the crystal? Now recall the Frenkel defect, where the cations leave their place but insert into the voids of same crystal. That's why only in Frenkel defect the density is not changed. So the answer is Frenkel defect. Second, what type of stoichiometric defect is shown by KCl and Y? Here KCl is ionic compound in which the size of K plus and Cl minus is almost similar. So that's why this defect is known as Schottky defect, because it is shown by ionic solid in which cations and anions are almost similar sizes. Third, what type of stoichiometric defect is shown by AgCl? AgCl, here the cations and anions have lot difference. That's why this defect belongs to the Frenkel defect. So the answer is Frenkel defect. Question number 4. Which type of ionic solid or substance show Schottky defect in solids? So as I have told you about the Schottky defect, those ionic solid in which cations and anions are of almost similar sizes are shown Schottky defect, and the examples are alkali metal halides such as NaCl, KCl, etc. We have to write only one examples. Next, question number 5. Which stoichiometric defect in the crystal increase the density of a solid? So only one defects are there, interstitial defect. In this defect, what happens here? One atoms move from any other place of the same crystal and insert into the voids. That's why the density increases. So only in this defect the density increases. Question number 6. What type of non-stoichiometric point defect is responsible for pink color of LiCl? Just I have told you, metal excess defect due to F center, that is known as color center. This is due to presence of electrons in the anionic site, is responsible for pink color of LiCl. Question number 7. Account for the following. Zinc oxide on heating become yellow. So this is also example of metal excess defect due to extra cations at interstitial sites. So the answer is zinc oxide is white in color at room temperature. On heating it loses oxygen and turn yellow due to presence of electron in the interstitial voids. Write the reactions like this. Now the excess of zinc in the crystal and its formula become Zn1 plus X O. The excess Zn2 plus ions move in the interstitial sites and the electron to the neighboring interstitial sites. That's why zinc oxide on heating become yellow. Second, Frenkel defect does not change the density of AgCl crystal. In Frenkel defect, what happens? Cations move their place but insert into the hole, not leave the crystal. Therefore, no change in density take place. Now, dear student, you have to go through NCERT book and try to do all the test question, exercises and example related to that topic. Thank you. Stay home, keep learning.